Hello, Leo. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read from maybe dealing with what their intentions are towards you. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, About 53 Tarot Pages Read Through as well. Thank you. Okay. Weird. All right, let's see what's going on. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. I forget what it's called. When you have the old bicycle, playing cards, when people would kind of stack their cards like that in like diamonds, and then have like a row of them, and then try to stack it up and kind of like create a tower out of it. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. Like different ways, I guess you can play with cards. Hmm. Yeah, kind of energetically, it kind of feels not. It's like one of those situations where cards, even for the example of cards, like playing cards or bicycle cards, you can play games like solitary. I'm sure others as well on your own, like solo independent games. But it's a lot, funner or more fun um, with others. To play cards with others is a little bit more enjoyable. But for some reason, that message shows up as in kind of like, just passing time, just passing the time, just kind of. So, what does that mean? It's kind of like they've played their games, they're kind of bored, they're just kind of just doing whatever. It's kind of like not necessarily energetically playing with cards, but playing with cards. They're kind of like fidgeting. It's like what game you playing? Oh, no game, just playing with cards. It's like, okay, there's the world. Okay, so jumping into this, huh? I wonder what that message is all about. That is so weird. That is such a weird energy, Leo. I almost feel as if they are trying to. I'm not too sure if this has anything to do with the two of you yet or not. Energetically speaking, it does make me think of like, the phone, like scrolling, TikTok, social media, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, any others out there. Like, you get it with the example I gave. You get it. TikTok, 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 the sound of the clock. Kind of just tick, 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 tick. Passing time. Passing time. And so much can happen with the time. That's the thing. So much can happen with the time. I don't know why that happens or takes place. It's like, excuse me. It's a little weird. They're working through quite a bit, and I feel like maybe that's exactly what it's all about. Is maybe just like time. I'm not looking at any energy of time. I'm just looking at through the timeline of this. Like they're trying to make the best, and like they're trying to make the best and use their time wisely. as wisely as they can, but why does it just seem and feel like, like I said, energetically, like playing with those cards? If I were to sit here and do this, let's see if I can do it. I guess we'll pass some time, Leo, as an example. Just as an example. If you were to sit there and want to just pass the time, well, I'm playing with cards. I'm not really playing with cards. You get it. And so, you kind of just do what you do. And you just keep on doing. And of course, I'm not very skilled at it, since we're just playing with cards. See? But what happens, playing with it, they feel as if it will lead them somewhere. Passing the time. I don't get that. I don't. It's almost like they're not too sure specifically exactly what to do with themselves. So it's kind of like, where are they? It's like, well, they're there. It's just energetically, they're kind of like trying to fill their time. They're trying to make the best of their time. They're trying to feel okay with the time. They're trying to literally, it feels like shift their energy, and they're however all this is all going, and that's what I don't understand. They, like I said, if they feel like, okay, well, I'm passing time, but I don't know what that is. It's like, ring, time's up. But they're not happy. That's the thing. They're not happy. They're like, okay, well, as the Shelby Cobra 500 fires up outside. Lovely car. Let's see what else. Now I'm looking at the emphasis of time. Leo, go figure. It's like almost like energetically right on time, huh? Ain't life funny? There's justice. I guess it all is ordered. That is order. Divine order. All right, so jumping back into this one more. Jumping back into this. Okay, so there you are, Leo. Yeah, so there's the two of you. So there you are, Leo. So this is very similar to Aries. Whoever Aries was asking about or dealing with was aware of Aries, but there wasn't any direct contact or communication. They're aware of you, Leo. They're emphasizing, oh, by the way, I'm aware of you, Leo. Interestingly enough, they're like, I'm keeping my close eye and watch on you. But the way that things are moving forward, there's been some problems and there's been some issues, which are understandable. But at the same time, they're like, I know, Leo, it sucks. It sucks. I know, it sucks. Geez, like I said, so the two of you are aware of each other. And that is interesting. It's almost kind of like through the silence, through the ticking of the clock. It's kind of like, damn. Okay, so that means this is like that energetically. Oh my goodness. Looking at 888. There's that Lionsgate or Leo portal. There's that energy. Yeah. Yeah, this is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I feel like this is a no contact situation, Leo. I feel like it's a no contact situation. Unfortunately, like I said, this is they're trying to kind of. They're like, geez, how many more hours of the day is there? They're trying to keep themselves busy mentally and emotionally and energetically, and even just keep themselves busy because I kind of feel like they're having this realization with that world card. The two of you have been through something. Some sort of door has closed, unfortunately, and that door has closed very quietly, and I mean very quietly. Like you didn't hear a screech, you didn't hear a squeak, you didn't even hear the lock latch. You didn't hear any of it. It's just kind of like that door is just done. Um, and they're like I said, they're doing whatever they feel like they can to kind of just energetically pass the time until it's sort of like, well, okay, I just don't care. That is interesting, Leo. That is very, very interesting. But yet at the same time, they're aware of you. You're aware of them. They're going through it though. I mean, they are going through it. They're hoping, when they say like time heals all wounds, it's kind of one of those situations. They're going through it. They're hurting, but through the silence, it's like, once again, there's the two of you. I mean, they are emphasizing, like I said, they're emphasizing the awareness of you. So, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like they got to do what they got to do. I mean, okay. Oh my. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. One more. That's pretty funny. Oh my goodness. That's funny. That is funny. Again, Leo, this is the energy of like I said, like playing with cards. It's like you're just sitting there, you're just doing what you're doing, just don't know what to do with myself. Just fidgety, like stimulated on caffeine or something. Um, that is funny. I'm laughing because that is funny. Not only are they aware of you, but it's like this energy of like they get so like fidgety to the point where they can't even take their own. They can't take the silence anymore. They can't take the stillness no more. They can't sit there. That is what's interesting is they do heal from this. Whatever has taken place or closed out between the two of you, they do heal from this, and they do kind of move forward. And they're like, I'm just trying to speedy recovery, speedy forward. It's like speed up time. Can we just kind of speed up this healing process? Great. I just want to kind of get to it, please. Thank you. And then they do. They do. And then when they're kind of left with their own devices and when they've kind of, they've dealt with those thoughts and they've dealt with those emotions, they kind of have this realization of like, oh. And that's interesting. They have this, oh. But then when they have that realization, they start thinking about you again, Leo. They start thinking about you again. And it's almost kind of like, huh. And it's like, what? They're kind of giving this energy of like, I don't know if it's like they have needs, they have desires, they have whatever they have. They're like, what? I can't. They're like, what? It's natural. What? It's nature. And it's like, oh, okay, I'll stop right there. Um, the attraction thing. This is like, they start thinking about someone. They start thinking about you, Leo, and that's what I'm talking about. It's almost kind of like they don't know what to do about themselves, and so then all of a sudden they turn around and they start focusing on you. They're like, what? That is funny. That is funny. Is what it is. Bye.